Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Y'all know who it is. Back, week off, a lot of shit going down, so couldn't give y'all no episode last week, but we are back in the midst of everything. But you know, what's up with you, my man?
Slow motion, big dog. Just working, really, man. Working. Been long already, dog. But shit, gotta keep pushing, man. Outside of that, man, I've just been cruising, bro. Talking to my kids, making sure they straight, man. Trying to get prepared for this upcoming holiday season, homie. Shit. Holiday season. Hey.
I hear that. I'm dreading it as well. I'm gonna talk about that a little later, about that holiday season thing. But yeah, and it's coming fast too, man. Listen, 2024 didn't unpack no bags or nothing. This motherfucker had somewhere to be. It had somewhere to be as soon as it came. This shit is flying by. But yeah, so Halloween will be here before you know it. Two weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Right.
Thanksgiving will be here right before you know it. Then as soon as that shit roll out, we right into Christmas,
right,
and New Year. So yeah. I'll talk about me a little later on, man. Just all the shit I've been going through. So, you know, we'll make that a part of the podcast, I guess, you know, everything with the hurricane and everything coming up. So, I guess we can get into sports. We can get right to it. Waste no time. Before we start sports, let's give some condolences to the great Pete Rose and the great Dikembe Mutombo, two legends that we lost. Was it last week or the week before? It was last. No. It was the week before.
Yeah.
Right, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. All the shit that he did, he was a coach and not a player. So, but. I think he's not in there to spite him. Dikembe Mutombo is definitely a Hall of Famer. Great careers from both of them. You know, I didn't even know he was battling brain cancer. That's the crazy. I mean, I'm not supposed to know, but usually things like that are kind of like known to, especially with the way today is and social media.
Yeah. Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
But in a lot of cases, it's not though.
Yeah.
You think about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you know, two greats, man, two greats. I really don't. I don't know, man. Let's get to it. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. Our beloved Tar Heels are on the regame a losing streak. Yeah,
man. I think so many different things, but I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. We lack identity. Seems as though we lack heart. We lack grit. It's just a mess down there, man.
Short and simple and sweet. Did I see us looking like this going into this Georgia Tech game that I will be attending this week? No, I didn't. I think I told you in text message some time ago that I was very heartbroken about this team, and I still am. This will be my last time on Skipper Bowl Lane in Kenan Stadium for this iteration of our football team. I won't see another football game live until next season. I can't do it. I can't stomach it. And had I not had tickets, I wouldn't be attending this game. Naturally, but then they got us on the fucking CW network. That never works out good for us anyway.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
That never.
Know that. I didn't even know he was on the CW, bro.
Yeah, that never works out good for us. But I agree with everything you said. Even more that's definitely the sentiment in that Duke game. There's no way that we should have dropped the game like that, a game that we were winning by 3 scores. Damn near in the fourth quarter. You know, it shouldn't happen. Mac has lost the team, dog. He's lost it's gone. No, like you said, no identity. And I think the culture is gone for the most part with this. You know, I don't know, man. It's a mess.
The only person I see out there with a fire lit on his ass is Huzzy.
Mm-hmm.
The only person. And I watch closely.
This is a disappointment. I didn't have high, great expectations, but I didn't foresee this.
Right.
I didn't foresee James Madison putting 70 points on the board. I didn't foresee us losing to Duke when we were up damn near 21 points in the fourth quarter to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to be up, but I thought they were going to. I thought smoke was for real.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man.
This Georgia Tech team is very talented. So
they are.
I don't expect anything less than a 10-point. At least we will lose by 10 at least.
Well, I'll be going by halftime. I'll be making my way to the Dean Dome.
Yeah. I hate you on that, brother.
I will be making winning or losing. I'll be making my way to the Dean Dome. I'm going to go there and support my team, and then I'm going to take my ass on down to Skipper Bowl. I'm sorry, I said that wrong to begin with. Y'all don't kill me. Stadium Lane is where the football stadium is.
Right.
I would be going down to Skipper Bowl Drive to watch the basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
The scrimmage. So I love my team. I'm going to support, but that's about the most of it. I've had it, dog. I've had it. I can't. It's disappointing.
Yeah, man.
Upsetting. But to me, that's the part of being a fan, though. It comes with it.
Yeah. Bro, some shit needs to change.
It does. And it lets you know from the talent. I'm not gonna say the talent in teams that we wasted, but it looks like we wasted. You know what I'm saying? From the teams that we looked at in the past 5 to 6 years, and we did not capitalize.
But that's a given. We already know.
Absolutely. But then to look at this team is just like, man, what I wouldn't to go back to those days and just enjoy those teams a little more.
I enjoyed the hell out of them. I knew what we I knew what we had.
Good God. Yeah. You got anything else on football, man?
No, not college wise, dog. Let's not skip over this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, I was going. That's why I asked. I mean, there's a lot of teams that took some top 15 teams that took L's. A lot of them.
With the biggest one being the number one ranked team in the country who flat out got beat. No matter what you say, how you say it, they got beat.
They did.
It wasn't no fluke. It wasn't no they got lucky.
Mm-mm.
We let them off the hook. No. Mm-mm. Them motherfuckers got beat, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll say it like I told Smurf when I talked to him. Them motherfuckers came in with a game plan and they got confidence early, and you couldn't take it away from them.
Executed.
Yeah.
Damn near flawlessly when need be.
Mm-hmm. And the worst thing you can do with a team that's better that you're better than is let them have that confidence and don't knock their dick in the dirt early. And that's not what happened. Alabama was down 13-0 before Alabama even got going. Like before, it's kind of like that James Madison game. Before motherfucker done slapped you 5 times in your face before you even realize like this motherfucker just hit me. You know, and by that time it was too late. They was already they in their groove. They executing, and
Yeah.
hell, it could have been a fucking third and 18, and they felt like they was gonna convert, and they probably would have.
Yeah, I think they came in with a solid game plan, and the coaching staff, the players, they did their homework, and kudos to Vanderbilt for getting the job done, making the plays when need be. I think Alabama showed their youth. I think they showed that they are undisciplined, right? And at the end of the day, it can't be up and down. You got to be, yes, they're kids, but at the end of the day, to be the best team in the country, uh, and to win a championship, you have to be disciplined all the time.
Yeah.
Right. You look at that Michigan team last year. Michigan didn't have many drop offs. I can't even say that Michigan was the most talented team last year. But,
Right.
But what I can tell you is they were very disciplined
and consistent
and very consistent. So there you go. Talent. Listen, hard work beats talent.
Yeah.
And
then that's game mentality. You can't come in there still living off that high of the Georgia game.
And it was and you didn't want it to be a trap game, but I feel like obviously that was one of the worst games that they could have set up at home. You know, beat Vanderbilt 65 times in a row. Right. So you're not thinking, you're thinking this is another pushover team. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
That whole team's revamped due to transfers and the NIL, the transfer portal as well. So it's like this isn't the same Vandy team that you're used to.
Nope. Shout out to their chops.
Yeah, shout out to my homeboy Lance. My homeboy Lance said, "Hold on, man." Before the game, he said it. This Vandy team is sneaky good. I don't know if they're good enough to beat Alabama today. I'm not going to say that, but I am going to say that they are sneaky good. So look out. He called it. I told him, "Boy, you smoking dog food." I don't believe it. I wish I would have cashed it in. So yeah,
I think. Well, what are the games that I watched? I watched I watched the Georgia game.
Okay.
I didn't see too much football this weekend. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. I didn't watch a whole lot of it either.
Going through, trying to get back right, but yeah, I did see the ending of the. I saw the ending of the of course our game. The Alabama game, I saw the ending of that. I saw the Georgia game, and because I was actually in the state, you're gonna see it. It's gonna be everywhere.
Yeah,
I think I saw that. I watched the first half of the Army Tulsa game, and Army looked like they looked like world beaters against Tulsa. As I said, God,
what they beat them like 42-9 or some shit.
49-7, I think.
Okay, something like that. Okay,
yeah, and that Army game, I'm like, usually with Army, they're gonna like run the ball.
They're gonna flex on you to death.
Yeah, no sir. They was airing this bitch out.
Yeah.
Everything having their way against
and still put that bitch on the ground and pound your ass out. Pause.
Yeah. 5-0. That's all I watched. Yeah, I didn't see anything else.
Side note, you know what? Depending on how the rest of the season goes, I might just attend my first Army Navy game.
Who?
I said, depending on how the rest of the season goes, I might just attend my first Army Navy game.
Okay.
Right?
It wouldn't be a bad one because Navy don't look that bad. Navy don't look bad this year.
They are undefeated as well.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. That game, to have that game, and it could possibly have CFP implications. That'll be wild, dog. That'll be wild.
Let me ask you a question.
Shouts out to both for the armed force or all the academy.
Absolutely.
Doing their thing. But go ahead. What's up?
Going back to the Tar Heels real quick. Who would you put your money on against at the Florida State game?
Us in Florida State?
Yeah.
Florida State.
even if it's in Chapel Hill?
Florida State.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I was like, as much hell as I gave Florida State fans I know this year, I was like, I still can't talk too much big shit.
No.
Yeah. Want to talk about your Panthers?
I mean, it's not much to talk about, really. I mean, shit. I mean, I like the direction that we're going in. You know what I mean? Like, I watched us versus the Bengals, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't mad at the performance. You know what I'm saying? Uh, given that we're still trying to find an identity as well. So at the end of the day, Andy Dalton is doing what he can do. I mean, we definitely. Uh, I feel like we let them off the hook, like real spill. I feel like we let the Bengals off the hook.
Uh-huh.
Jamar Chase busted out. You know what I mean? At the end, had him stopped. Right, like just the small things, man. The small things that I hopefully they fixed on film. And then we go and we play against Chicago, right? Chicago, I mean, they just let the young quarterback have his way. I'm just like,
Yeah.
all right. I don't
Um,
know what the issue is, what the problem is, man. But at the end of the day, um, I'm be real, man. There's no like people are saying like they should be like Bryce should be in the game. I 100% disagree on
he
that.
should be what? Say that again.
In the game,
Okay.
I think Andy Dalton gives us the best chance to win.
As of right now, I 100% agree with you. I think they should just let him ball out, and if by any chance he just like is terrible beyond as terrible as you can ever get, then maybe put Bryce back in the game. But I mean, I think just let him sit, learn the game. He don't need. They did him a disservice by thinking he was a day one starter anyway.
We talked about that, bro. We are
Yeah,
that's given.
and then just tearing apart the team the way that they did. I'm pretty sure you and plenty of other Panthers fans was sick to their stomach watching DJ Moore come home and and play the way he played,
I
and
wasn't. I wasn't.
realizing
I was not sick.
realizing that that should have been you guys.
I was not sick, Reggie,
Um,
because I knew what was going to happen.
yeah.
Like it wasn't a secret, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any chance he gets, he's gonna tear the Panthers' ass up.
I believe, yeah, like as he should.
But he's going. But DJ Moore has the talent to tear anybody up. So
Mm-hmm.
he's going to do it to the Panthers. Was not surprised at all.
Yeah. But good luck to y'all. I I hate that the management and has done the team, the Panthers franchise the way it has. They were a middle of the road team for so long, and you can't either you got to be good or you got to be bad. And the way they went about being bad is just kind of unconventional.
Man, let's stop talking about the motherfuckers, man. I don't want to talk about the motherfuckers, dog.
But uh I still the last time we plotted, I still feel the same way about my 49ers. I think it's more of a CMC thing right now. The things I see from us is our inability to score in the red zone.
Yeah.
This team drives the field, drives the field, drives the field, drives the field like nothing, and then get to the red zone and stall out. Um, Everybody says this, whether you're watching football, you're watching the game, or you're playing a football game. You're gonna have a long day kicking field goals all the time,
Yeah.
and that's one of our main issues. We're getting to the red zone and we're stalling out, kicking field goals.
Mm-hmm.
CMC is a red zone threat, if anything. So I mean, because he can run, he can catch, and that also takes attention off of other players that can get open. So it hurts a lot, man. And to watch us lose to Arizona the way we did, being up 13, 14 points going into the fourth quarter, and them scoring, the last 17 points to win the game, and then the week before, so yeah, I don't know. And it don't look good coming up. I think our next 4 or 5 games are against playoff teams
Mm.
that were definitely playoff. Well, that were playoff teams last year: Seattle, Dallas, Kansas City. I think the Texans are in there. I mean, it's a tough road.
Right.
Tough road. One thing I will say, I have came around on Brock Purdy. He's looked pretty damn good this year. He's looked pretty good. Making throws that you're like, okay, he that top 10, 15 conversation, he's in there. He's in there for me.
Okay.
He's
I
doing
really,
things with his legs and his arm that I'm like, okay, all right, I can live with this.
yeah, I really haven't paid attention much to Brock Purdy.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the jury's still out. I never thought he was a sucker for real, but I mean,
Yeah, me neither. But I was skeptical on him leading us. But
mm,
I mean, he's looking like our quarterback for the next however many years you want to say. He's looking like that contract that he's gonna get at the end of the year or beginning of next year or whatever is warranted.
okay,
Um Robert Saleh.
all right.
Any thoughts?
I mean, I looked into this thing briefly, man. It's unfortunate that he lost his job. What are they? 2-3 right now? 2-4? What are they?
Yeah,
Which one? 2-3 or 2-4?
2-3.
2-3. It's not a bad record. I mean, um, all signs point to the disconnect between him and Aaron Rodgers, right? That's what it
Mhm.
seems like. And for a franchise to dismiss a coach after 5 games and you're 2-3, like that's pretty fucking stupid if you ask me. But
True.
I don't know what they got going on up there in New York, dog.
Right. I thought it was crazy that they said he was escorted out of the building. He didn't even like talk to any of the players, get to talk to any of the players or say anything, leaving out. Um,
Right.
but they said Pat McAfee, well, Aaron Rodgers was on the Pat McAfee show today, and he kind of killed the narrative that there were any issues between him and Robert Saleh, which who knows? They're not going to say there was anyway. That definitely won't be. It won't come out. Um, Interesting fact though. The record that they have now and the same amount of points that they scored
Mhm.
is this exactly identical to the year before Aaron Rodgers came
Hmm.
when they
Damn.
had what's his name Wilson.
Zach Wilson.
Yeah, Zach Wilson. They were 2-3 at the same time and scored, I think, a total of 96 points, out of the 5 games that they played, something like that.
Mhm.
Identical. So
Hmm.
I thought that was interesting. Before we leave, I saw Eli, of course, is up for Hall of Fame.
You know what I mean?
Um, and I saw this stat line for Eli,
Hmm.
career stat line.
Okay.
So he won 117 games
Okay.
and lost 117 games.
50%. All right.
50%. He
Okay.
had double-digit interception seasons 13 times.
How many seasons did he play?
Let's look that up real quick. Let's look that up. Eli Manning. Let's see how many games Eli Manning played.
Well, we didn't know the season. You said he won.
Yeah, I mean season. Yeah, season. My bad, my bad. How many seasons did this man play? Professional career. Oh, we're looking at the wrong thing. Let's look at his NFL stats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He played 16 seasons.
Yeah, he had double-digit interceptions and how many?
13.
Okay.
He led the NFL in interceptions 3 times. And those 3 times he threw 20 plus interceptions all 3 times. He never had a passer rating over 93 in any season he played.
And the highest you get what is 158?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, if we ain't put a name by those stats, would you say that's a Hall of Famer? I'm just asking.
Well, you left out the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He's what,
you
two and one?
it,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can't
he's
get
undefeated. Yeah. He's undefeated in Super Bowl, right?
You just can't get a negative now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's going off of how many passing yards did you see how many passing yards he had? Where does he rank amongst passing yards? Do you know?
You want to know his how many he has career wise?
Yeah, like what does he rank amongst? Do you know?
Let's see.
And if you don't, it's okay.
Let's see. We'll look at that. Yeah. Let's see. Career. He's top 15.
Okay.
He's 11. Joe Flacco will pass him. If he continues, Joe Flacco won't pass him.
Okay.
Don't look like Russell Wilson will either, being where he is right now. But Kirk Cousins will pass him. So Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr might pass him. I don't know if Andy Dalton's not going to pass him. Tannehill's not going to pass him. Jared Goff might pass him. Prescott's going to pass him. Mahomes is definitely going to pass him. Josh Allen will pass him.
Well, the answer to your question is outside of the Super Bowl, no, I would not say he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But Super Bowl rings
matter a lot.
Wait,
yeah,
he will get in, sir.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna get in. I see that coming. There's no
he's getting in.
If fans or buts about that for me. All right, man. So the last, I guess, week and a half, I've been dealing with the remnants of Hurricane Helene, and I actually want to Helena want to give a condolences and warm, heartfelt wishes to everybody affected, especially in the mountains of Asheville, North Carolina, and all areas, because it completely wiped out small towns and everything in the Western North Carolina area. But we got hit hard. I had to evacuate. I was stranded for about a good 2 or 3 hours, but all in all, I mean, things are kind of getting back to normal. I think they just lifted the curfew off of the city. Our power was restored. Today makes a week we had power. So power has been restored. And I guess things are kind of getting back slowly to normal. I guess normal as can be. But for me, I'm not gonna say for everybody, because there's still a lot of people in this area, and of course in North Carolina, dealing with a lot of issues and problems. So I don't want to be insensitive and say things are getting back to normal for everybody, but for me, they are. Um, yeah, but I mean, uh, I honestly didn't even know it was as bad as it was. Waking up in the morning, I just woke up. I happened to wake up because I was hot. I like to sleep with the AC on, put on
Yeah.
about 68, maybe 70. And I woke up, wasn't no power. I was hot as fuck. And that's what actually woke me up. So I was like, what the fuck? So I'm looking around, I'm like, damn, no power. All right,
Mhm.
storm not the power out. We be back on probably in a week. Not a week, but in a little while, let me try to get back to sleep. I couldn't even get to sleep, heard all the wind and shit. Start looking outside, nigga. I see shit flying all around the place. Looked in the backyard. I heard some shit, nigga. All the fences around the backyard is gone. Um, yeah, man. It was
Your yard?
yeah,
Damn.
yeah, all that. I mean, pull that shit up out the ground by you can still see the concrete attached to the pole. Like it didn't break the shit off. It pulled the shit up out the ground.
God.
It's a
No.
tree on the other side of the fence in the neighbor's yard. That shit was in my yard, in my backyard. Pulled that shit up out by the roots. All that shit was still connected. But once it passed over, sun, bright sunny day, like nothing happened. But of course, no power, no nothing. My mom was here. She's hungry. She was like, let's go to Chick-fil-A. I'm looking at the app. Chick-fil-A ain't open. It says to be open like 11:30. So I'm like, all right, well, it'll be open 11:30. We ain't get no breakfast. But we just decided to ride out and go somewhere else. And nigga couldn't even get out the neighborhood. Like trees all over the place. Like it wasn't like no way to get out the neighborhood. So we was trapped up in here. Then come to find out, once, we get on the internet, which I barely could, because all the cell towers was knocked out. I'm looking at the rest of the city, seeing what the fuck is going on here in Atlanta, Charlotte, Western North Carolina. Like the shit was a complete mess, dog, from everything, man. So I didn't even know it. I don't even know, when that shit like because honestly, I don't think we were supposed to like feel no effects of it like that. It was just like it I think turned overnight while we were asleep. And then from what they're saying, I think two tornadoes formed out of the hurricane. So
Mm.
that was the majority of the damage. But I appreciate you and everybody else that definitely decided to reach out and check on me. I was really going through some hard times, but I really didn't want to put it out there like that, because so you know how we are sometimes. We'll go through shit alone or by ourselves, or you definitely not going to broadcast it, but you know
Yeah.
yeah, I felt sad for a lot of people, man. A lot of people I know had trees sitting in their house, cars sitting on top of their cars, everything. So I was like, damn, all the stuff that I had to deal with, I was, grateful that I didn't have to deal with more than that because I could have, been, a total complete loss of everything, like a lot of people. So, you know, no, I was keeping you up to date, nigga. The city was like apocalypse here. Like niggas is robbing people,
Right.
picking people up, stealing gas out of cars. I mean, you name it, breaking in stores, stealing food, electronics equipment, like everything. Like, nigga, it was complete mayhem. I was like, damn, like this shit is crazy. Kind of reminded me of that Leave the World Behind movie.
Yeah, I believe it.
Like,
I
you
believe
know,
it, dog.
like just how crazy shit'll be once you don't have the regular resources like that you're used to. Like just barely no internet, no power. Like the things motherfuckers just start doing. Like, you got some shit that they might need. Like it ain't even like it ain't no negotiations. They niggas feel like they're gonna take what you got.
Facts.
But yeah. That's that on that. It's another hurricane, Milton,
Yeah.
off the coast of Florida.
Yeah.
Um, hopefully, that doesn't, have the same effects that Helena had.
Man, I pray it doesn't, bro.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And shit, hopefully we'll be out of this damn storm season very, very quickly. Very quickly. Because this shit like it just came out of nowhere. Like all these last what we had, Helena, and then it was two after that that everyone was scared of, but they didn't even end up coming to the coast, but whatever. Uh what did you hear about the bounty?
What bounty? Young Dolph.
That were on the young that was on Young Dolph and his affiliates.
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I thought we already talked about it, but
We-
you know,
Well, we
go
talked
ahead.
about the bounty on him, I guess. Yeah, yeah, by Gotti affiliates. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so then tell me, yes, so then I'm unaware of what you're talking about then.
So I guess through the court, I guess what was testified, I want to say it was either Friday or Monday yesterday. So the actual bounties came out. So Adolph Thornton, aka Young Dolph, it was 100K on his head.
Right.
Martavius Cathy, aka Key Glock, they had 50K on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Terrence Baker, aka Prewoo, 50K. Zaquelius Davenport, aka Moochie Grape, 5K was on his head.
But on Big Moochie Grape,
Yep.
yeah, 5 grand, damn.
And 20K was on Snoop Bands.
Okay.
And
So
they're saying this is all by Gotti and his affiliates.
they said it was from Yo Gotti and his affiliates.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn. I guess I'm about to loop, man. Listen, I guess more and more is gonna come out, dog. Like I don't. It's a dirty game, dog. Prices on niggas' heads, bro. Trying to wipe niggas out because they don't fuck with you. I mean, I don't know about the street shit. I mean, it got out of hand, obviously. Man, it is really, really, really a dirty game, dog. Like, guard your grill out here. And again, if these things are said to be true, if they're proven, then dog, you got to answer for that, dog. This ain't the fucking Wild West, man.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It definitely sounds like the Wild West. Like,
Yeah, we'll be in the Western, my dude. Like,
yeah, it ain't no dead or alive.
come on, cuz. Why Earp type shit? Get the fuck
Yeah,
out, man.
yeah.
And I fuck with God. That's my man, bro. But
Right.
damn, I hope this shit ain't true.
Right. The thing is, man, like as smart of businessmen these guys are, the thing that you can count on coming out is when shit like this happens. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like if it's true, it definitely wouldn't be surprising to me. Um, because some of the biggest in the game that have went down, for things like this, i.e., you can talk about Suge Knight, you can talk about Big Meech or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The people that you're paying to take out these hits, like this shit always comes to light.
Right.
So as smart as Gotti is, or whoever all these other businessmen are, like that, I think that's one thing future wise that these guys got to think about. Like, is my the problems I got with this person, is it big enough for me to send a hitter or put money on it? You know what I'm saying? Because
That's some wild shit, man.
yeah, it is. Um, let's also give a rest in peace to John Amos,
Yeah,
American legend, treasure. The news came out last week, but come to find out, he had already been deceased for about a month.
man.
But reports have came out that he didn't want his death announced right away.
Right. Okay.
And his daughter found out when we found out, but
Right.
in those reports as well, it said that he didn't want her to know right away because he knows how he is. So I guess they had some kind of issues or problems.
Mm.
But I saw the news and then people were like, "This is old." I'm like, "What do you mean old? Like shit just came out." But 4 weeks ago, when nobody saying John Amos had passed away, that'd have been big news then.
Facts. Big old facts.
So his passing came out, and somebody looked on Wikipedia or something and saw that his death date was like the 28th of August or something, and then just like putting it off like they been knew that shit. Nah, that shit came out. But I mean, he's a American black treasure for us. I mean, he
Right.
plays some of the best roles in a lot of movies, a lot of shows. So I mean, we've lost who? We lost both of the fathers from Coming to America, James Earl Jones and John Amos. Um, Carl Weathers. We lost a lot of our greats this year.
Right.
Yeah. Late old news, Cardi and Offset. We don't have to really get into it, but the big news was her supposedly, we don't know how true it is, fucking while she's pregnant with another man's child.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts? Your stance? Do you have a stance?
No, she's a grown ass woman, man. She do what she want to do.
I feel
Does it sound like nasty work? Yes, it sounds like nasty work because she's with a child, right? Like, all right, I get it, but she's still a grown ass woman, dog. Do what the fuck she want to do, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm all for her body, her choice. We don't. I mean, we don't know if it's true, so it's a hypothetical. I think that's what most people don't fail to realize. But I mean, I don't have a big stance on it. It didn't bother me either way it go. Honestly, I didn't even know they were together like that, and I still don't think they were together. I think they were separated anyway. So, but I mean, I don't know. Does that change the point of her being pregnant with his child? No,
Nope.
no. But
no,
man, if you don't want nobody else fucking your lady,
do it right, boy.
You gotta keep her.
Do it right, boy.
And I mean, vice versa. You don't want nobody else fucking your man. You gotta. I mean, hey, it's something you gotta do. I mean, hey,
yeah.
That nigga was he was spazzed out. That live, everything. But I mean, how would you have felt?
Of course I wouldn't. You wouldn't like no shit like that.
No,
bro.
no.
You know, ain't nobody gonna like that shit, man.
It's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah. Well, for every action, there's a reaction, huh?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, for the most part, for her saying, nigga, you've been fucking off on me for the last however many years, like, that's the tough pill to swallow. And then, in hindsight, 5 years from now, he might be like, you know what? Yeah, man, I did that. I took that woman through it.
Yeah.
I took that woman through it. And
yeah, you got to get to a point in life, though, when you're able to do that, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe he's just not there yet.
No. And I mean, there was a point in time that me and you wasn't there either.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, who's to say we there now? I mean,
oh no, I'm definitely there now.
If we was try them shoes on, it might be a different story. But
yeah,
I mean,
it ain't saying it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
It's like you make your bed, you gotta lay in that bitch, bro.
Oh yeah, fluff them pillows, nigga. Fluff them pillows, nigga.
Yeah.
And just deal with it. Yeah, I wasn't mad at Cardi about the shit, dog. I'm like, listen, sooner or later you get tired of the same shit over and over again. Now, if it is true and she did the shit to hurt a nigga, then they said rumors is Stephon Diggs. Whew.
I mean,
yeah. Should you if you got cheated on, you rather cheat up or cheat down?
I don't give a fuck. Be real, dog.
Yeah, me neither. But which one is a little more Okay.
It's not gonna matter. You're gonna be jealous and
Either
fuck.
way,
There'll be a kick in the nuts if she cheats up. You're gonna
right.
be disgusted and made a mockery of if she cheats down. So either way,
Mm-hmm.
you fucked, man. I don't.
Because I feel the same way, but it's I think I had this conversation with somebody and it was like, well, if you're gonna cheat on a girl, I mean y'all niggas be cheating on them with like the ugliest dust bunnies around, like let it be somebody bad, like da 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 da. I was like, no, 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 because she can be bad and like a woman's still gonna find a flaw about her and be like, that bitch got big feet. Like how you gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't matter. They gonna find something.
And on top of that, it doesn't matter what the other person thinks about
All
the
right.
guy you know anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
so you're right. Yes, you're right. You are right.
Yeah. There's this phrase called SoloGamy. And SoloGamy is when someone marries their self.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see this shit more and more. I think I had sent you an article weeks ago about this lady that actually married herself
Mm-hmm.
and then decided to divorce herself because she felt like she was hard to deal with. And that's not even the only case or instance that this has happened. Um,
Yeah.
what do you think is going on with us, dog? What is this?
Yo, motherfuckers are losing it, Red. Make that shit make sense. I cannot. I don't understand it. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I It makes no sense. There's like, and I'm usually able to reason with a lot of different things, a lot of new things that are going on in the world, right? But this one,
Uh-huh.
I cannot get jiggy with, dog. I don't understand it. I don't understand how you can marry yourself. How can you like? It doesn't fucking make sense, dog.
Right. Nigga, I would hope my friends would have me committed to something if I told like if I invited you to my wedding, to my
Yeah,
own.
and it's just you up that bitch.
Yeah, and you like, damn, my nigga, I didn't even know you was like that with nobody. Like, who you getting married to? I'm like, nigga, I'm marrying myself, man. I'm the only one I trust. I know no one's gonna love me like me. Like I'm marrying myself.
Mm.
Nigga got a whole ceremony and everything for like that's wild, man. Like I, I'm with you. Out of all the things I've heard, this has got to be one of the it ranks up there. One of the craziest.
I
And
don't get it.
yeah, I don't know what they're like. How?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it don't
I
make
don't.
sense.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't make sense at all. I don't even like just the premise of it. You marrying yourself for what purpose?
Lay down. Yeah. What is the? Yeah. What do you?
I don't even see what I would have to honestly. Yes, we would have to talk to someone to understand like what the fuck is it about it? What are the benefits? What are you getting out of this? It just
No,
it sounds
I don't know what to tell you, Rich.
nigga, it sounds as stupid as we
I
both
usually
get the
have an
same
answer
thing.
for most things. This one, sir, I have no answer for you. It is by far one of the wildest things that I've
Mhm.
heard. And then that story, like you said, that she divorced herself because she was hard to deal with. So what are
Mhm.
you like? What?
Mm. Yeah,
So you divorce yourself and now you don't have to deal with yourself
right.
anymore,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
right? Like it's over. You're back to just
Yeah. Like you can't suppress none of that shit. Like you still got to deal. You're gonna have to deal with you forever.
I don't know, man.
Mm. Could you
Scary times, big dog. Scary times.
very could you see yourself marrying someone like you? The female version of you.
Yes.
Okay. So you don't necessarily need a yin to your yang then.
No.
Okay. Do you think that so which one do you think would be better? You marrying someone like you or you marrying someone that kind of I guess kind of balances you?
somebody like me.
Okay.
And I'll say that because at the end of the day, I've been told that I have a left-handed brain because I'm left-handed,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so if someone is like-minded like me on a lot of things, then we can relate on a lot of things, right?
Okay.
Like, right, I get it. I mean, there needs to be some things that are different. Like they should be able to stay on their own too about certain things, certain morals or whatever, and how they view things, right? But
Mm-hmm.
ultimately, we have the same mind state. The same mindset, I mean, I think that it definitely could be the recipe for success.
Okay.
But
I Go
some
ahead.
might some might say that there's no room for growth in a situation like that. So I mean, but I get that too. But go ahead, bro. My bad.
No, you good. So well, when you say that no room for growth, what do you mean? Far as in
So if all right, if for instance, like if I have, let's say I procrastinate on something, right?
mm,
And my reasoning for procrastinating on it might be reason A. And the person that I'm with, you know, says, okay, I get that. So don't do it. As opposed to pushing me to a certain goal or whatever, right?
mm-hmm.
Because they want to see the best out of me.
Okay.
Then I see why that could be the issue.
Okay. So kind of like the counterbalance thing. I think okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Mostly,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
exactly.
mostly.
Mostly like me, yes.
I think I would probably need the opposite. I probably far as in at times. So I guess mostly too. At times, far, because sometimes I feel like even though I might have my mind already set up, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah.
That other opposite side, someone saying like, well, hey, look at it from this angle, or you know, I guess kind of the talk you off the ledge type, maybe.
Yeah.
So
I think what you're saying and what I'm saying kind of coincide with each
yeah,
other.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
I get what you're saying.
um, but the notion or the thought of being with your someone that's just like you, I mean, it definitely is sounds great and very intriguing because you're like, well, you know what? It's never gonna be a dull time because somebody that likes the same shit I like or whatever else, like we always gonna have fun. So I mean, it does sound very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But is there a butting heads type a moment too? Who knows? Because I at times I can be stubborn. I like my alone time to myself too.
Right.
You know,
Right.
when you in that alone period for yourself, that other person might not be in that period.
Well, that's life. That's
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, because you got some motherfuckers that just want to be up under you 24/7.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I guess you're right about that. I think but that can go we can go down a rabbit hole with that,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, you
It's
definitely
all
can.
about respect in my opinion
Mm-hmm.
and boundaries. But we don't have to have the respect and boundaries conversation today because we know where that thing could lead to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah, you definitely are. You- So if you had a partner,
Mm,
would you be willing if she had a once in a lifetime opportunity to spend the night alone with her crush?
no, no, no.
Would you want to? With your crush?
Would I want to? Of course
Yeah.
I would want to, but am I gonna do it? Like, no. Like, would I want to? Shit, yeah, I want to. Right? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. I would want to do it.
I don't want to hear it. Ain't no like I don't want to hear that. Like it'll never happen again. Like Would you just do this one thing for me?
So you ain't doing it either then.
No. Mm-mm.
Ashanti is
No. Well, you know, yeah, it's tough. It's tough because kind of like the threesome thing. Like, I'm not gonna ask for something that I'm not gonna be cool with. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah. Not gonna
as
ask.
as much as I want to, yeah, as much as I want to,
Not
if
gonna
I was
ask.
hit with that opportunity, I'm like, nah, no, because if she come to me and say, hey, um, I got a once in a lifetime opportunity to spend the night with Michael B. Jordan or blah blah blah, whoever else. Uh, yeah, that's the first thing that come to my mind, nigga. How would you feel? You know, so yeah,
No, I can't do it, cuz.
yeah,
I can't do it, cuz.
you just gonna have to miss out on that one.
We gonna have to be in a real life. We gonna have to be so locked in and tied in and just, bro. I don't see it, but in order, I just we gonna have to be all the way tapped in.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
oh,
is it because you think you might lose her?
the phone, the signal broke up. Say it again. Is it
I
because
said,
I think what?
is it because you think you might lose her?
Possibly,
Mm.
or
Can't
just,
even assure you that, baby, I'm
or
coming home. I'm coming
yeah,
home tomorrow.
I don't give a fuck about no word, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about none of that, dog.
Yeah, don't even show me. I don't.
Talk
Yeah.
about what?
Yeah. Uh,
Fuck out of here,
I'm coming home
dog.
tomorrow too. Yeah, like yeah, we both gonna be here. Like,
Coming home tomorrow too. Then shit, he coming back tomorrow.
yeah,
Fuck out of here, man.
yeah, uh, mm. Yeah. That there. No, yeah, I can't. Mm. Man, let's we gonna do these unapologetic truths and call it a wrap.
Already.
And I saw one of these. I thought it was kind of interesting, but um um excuse me. What is your opinion about starting first as friends before jumping into a relationship?
I think that's a good thing. I think that's a safe thing. I think that should be the goal. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Start off as the homie, you know what I mean? And obviously with being a homie, it's probably going to grow to being flirtatious or whatever, and then go to the
Hmm.
next step, so on and so forth. But I think it's important to build that friendship first, man. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
Because obviously in a lot of situations, when you become serious, man, sometimes things change,
Hmm.
right? And I think it's important to know who your person is before you all are serious. You know what I'm saying? And the change could be good or bad. Like, be clear on
True.
that,
True. Are
right?
you opposed to sex being out of the equation during that friend period?
I think I'm okay with sex being out of the friend period until we decide, or that it's on the table that this could be a thing.
Okay.
Got to test drive the car before you drive it, before you come out.
Nigga ain't never bought a pair of shoes without trying them on first, huh?
I mean, I have.
I
Well, that's
have,
not a
but yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
I
bad,
have, but
but
it is.
yeah,
It
but
is.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, gotta drive the car first.
Yeah, yeah, you
Drive
gotta,
that motherfucker first, bro.
yeah, you gotta bend a couple corners.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. But for me, it has to be established because I think once if if I think of someone strictly as a friend, they're gonna always be a friend. So I think it has to be established. Like we're going through this period to see, how how we bond, how we mesh. Is a relationship something worth pursuing? So the mind frame is okay. We're building towards something. to see, if that's the road we want to take. If it's just us going to be like, we're just going to be friends, and then that's going to always be a friend. I've never had a friend that friendship turned into a relationship. So
You said you've never had a friend that is turned
yeah,
into a relationship?
it's always been established from the beginning. Like, we're going to do this exactly like be friends with the premise of, seeing if it turns into a relationship. So ultimately, it's kind of like an interview.
Okay.
Versus us just being cool, and if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't.
Well, I don't think I'm saying if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't.
Yeah.
Once feelings change, then you have that conversation. Like,
Right.
all right, I'm feeling you. You feeling me?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see where this thing goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Yeah, nah.
After having your trust broken,
Mm-hmm.
do you trust again, or it's one and done?
Not completely.
Okay.
Not completely. I'll say this. I mean, I'm all for second chances. You know what I'm saying? Because I do live by nobody's perfect, myself included.
Mm-hmm.
But be clear. Be clear. I don't. If you do it to me one time, you can do it to me again.
Right.
Right. And
Yeah.
so I had that in the back of my mind, in the back of my head, right? Like, I don't necessarily think I'm not the type that'll hold shit over people's heads and shit like
Mm-hmm.
that. Like, I might throw a couple quick jabs or whatever the case may be, but half of the time it's serious but not serious, if you will, right?
Okay.
Like, if I let you back in and I'm fucking with you, like I might throw a little quick jab, like, damn, bro, this shit look familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Shit hella familiar. If it look like it took, crack
Right.
like it ain't no goddamn dog. Just talking my shit, but I'm still gonna be like,
Yeah. I yeah, and I'm gonna have a other conversation real quick too off of this. But once my trust is once trust is lost or is broken, or I feel like, I feel that way, depending on what it is, it's probably not gonna be there no more. If it is,
yeah,
anything after that is gonna be very minimal. I had a conversation with somebody, and they're also Aries. I think they're like the fifth of April or something like that. But we was just talking, and we was just talking about like friendships and being fucked over, and and certain things like that. And I was just thinking about it, and I made a statement like far as in, the reason why, I have lost friends, over shit that's happened. Like, I'm never the type that's like, you know, we had our differences, we kissed and made up or whatever else. Like, I don't necessarily, I don't find myself in that situation all the time, because I feel like, and me and you have done this a lot. If you needed something, you let me know. I can help you. I can help you. If I can't, I can't, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
But we already know what it is from, off the top. You know
right,
what I'm saying? But I feel like, if it's something there, and like, if you say, Reg, I got you, I'm a blah 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 blah, and then for some reason it's kind of like I get that, feeling like it's basically like, fuck Reg, he'll be all right. Then, I'm going to feel some kind of way about it, very heavy, because I feel like that's what I give to people.
yeah,
So once, and I love hard in that aspect. So once that shit is done, it hurts very bad, and it ain't, for me, it's never no coming back from that.
okay,
And that person was saying the same thing. I was like, and I meant to actually talk to you. This was like 2 weeks ago. I was like, I don't know if that's an Aries thing or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
No, I love hard. I fuck with niggas hard. I fuck with motherfuckers hard,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Like, I do. But also too, I understand that people are human, man. I don't
Yeah,
never take the human factor out of it. And they say you don't hurt people that you love. I hear you. I'm not a believer in that shit.
me neither. I think some of those people you heard the word, and that might be why it hurts the most because
Yeah.
of that instance, that feeling. But yeah, that was off on the tangent. Um, uh, I got two here, but I ain't gonna do them both. Yeah, we'll do this one. Do you ever really figure out who you are? I guess being that we changed so much.
I don't know if that's a true statement, man, because if it's always room to grow, and if you're growing, then you can grow into somebody else. I think we at core, at face value, or you, it's a good thing to know who you are, and then I'll
Mm-hmm.
even go a step further and right, like you know, the core of a person. I mean, knowing who you are at the core is something that we should all strive for. But it sounds like damn near oxymoron to say, to know, people to say like, I know exactly who I am.
Right.
But if you know exactly who you are, then are you just saying that you're okay with,
You're not evolving. Yeah.
yeah, right? Like
Yeah.
that just don't make sense to me, right?
Yeah.
Because if I know who I am, I know I'm Andre Footman. I know I like sneakers. I know I like investments. I know I like women. I know I like vehicles. I
Right.
know I like the job that I have. I know I like the Tar Heels, right? But is that going to be what I'm going to be for the rest of my life,
Exactly. Is there
right?
more to you? Yeah, exactly.
You can show me how to motherfucking get out here and go deer hunting, and I might fall in love with that shit.
Yeah,
Now,
exactly.
now I'm Andre the deer hunter, but I can't fuck with the deer hunting because I know who the fuck I am,
Right.
or is that just interest?
Mm-hmm.
Something different. Maybe maybe people can tap in on YouTube and comment, or on Facebook or whatever, and comment on that, or we just talk
Mm-hmm.
about Chris, or maybe you can elaborate on it.
Yeah. I honestly, so I think that's what they was asking. Do you ever really figure out who you are? And I agree with you. I don't think so because I think we're ever evolving. It's always
Yeah.
going to be something new. You're going to be there's a 50-50 chance that the person you are today this Tuesday is not going to be the same person you are next Tuesday. There's going to be a lot of similarities, but as you said, there could be something brand new that you like deer hunting. You know what I'm saying? You might not like um uh I don't know, there's something that you don't like this Tuesday might be completely different next Tuesday. So yeah, I think is you're gonna always learn something new about yourself, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
daily or weekly, monthly, yearly. I mean, it's always gonna be something. So and if you're not, then that might mean that you're not growing or changing,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So yeah, I I don't think you ever really, really, really know who you are. You have a baseline or some kind of idea of who you are, but not fully. No, not at all. All right, though. I think we have done it. I think we're around an hour anyway, so we good. You ready to sign out?
Let's do it, man. Well, shout out to you, Big Dog, for keeping this thing afloat, man. Even though we missed out on last week, due to the obvious circumstances of the storm, man. I'm glad that you getting things back in order. You got your power on, man. Because I was worried about you, worried about others down there, man, and just like I didn't understand the severity of it until I talked to you, until I talked to my man Hardy. Shout out to my man Hardy
Mm-hmm.
as well.
They back good. He got power and everything. I mean,
As far as I know, man.
okay, all right.
I'm gonna check with him tomorrow. But they were down there struggling, man. I felt like you too, and it feel like my hands are tied. I can't do anything to help y'all, man. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I was seriously for a while. I sat back. I was thinking like, what the fuck can I do to help? And there was nothing that I could do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And for
Yeah,
for people that you love, man, that shit is rough.
true. Yeah.
When you have resources, but those resources mean dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yeah,
what
I,
I
got,
mean?
I can go to any gas station up here. I can get you gas, but I can't get it to you.
Yeah, I
I
can
got
fucking.
food. I got power. I got
I got all.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying, but I can't fucking get
yeah,
it to you.
yeah.
So that in itself, I'm not saying I'm trying to compare it to what you all went through, but I'm telling you, I struggle with that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
I struggle with that shit. For me, it was like I don't even know why, but it was like it was down there like some sort of guilt, dog. Like our motherfucker started the storm or some shit. It was some weird shit, man. But I guess we're gonna charge it to love, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're gonna charge it to love, man. But yeah, like I said, man, shout out to my friends and my family, man. Shout out to all the people that are affected again with the storm. I know you went into it earlier. We're praying for the people who don't have power right now still, or trying to figure out what they're gonna do with their homes, or how to get a home, or all of the things, man. We're praying for you, and we wish you well. And as always, mental health is real. Myself and Reg, we may not be subject matter experts when it comes down to it, but I can assure you, before you harm yourself and you harm others, please tap into Unapologetic Pod on IG and or Facebook, or our individual IG and or Facebook, and I can assure you that we can get you the help that you need. Other than that, big dog, you already know what's going on with me. Different toilet, same shit.
Thank you. I appreciate you too, man. It meant a lot. I told you that when you called me. I was like, dog, it mean a lot to hear your voice, just for you to call and, check up on me, man, because there's a lot that, it was people I honestly actually expected to hear something, at least get a text message from, just, hey, everything good? You all right? Even though, like you say, may not have been able to do anything, but just, and I think I told you that, sometimes it's just the text message or the quick call, check, that means a lot. And it absolutely did, but yeah, man, it was rough. But listen, I appreciate everybody that did reach out, for the love and support and everything, and that still support this podcast. We appreciate it. To my family, thank y'all for everything that y'all do, and for always being there and having my back, and everything. I appreciate it. Everybody else, thank y'all. Y'all make this podcast what it is, for the likes, the comments, and everything that we get that y'all probably should do on the pages. We would like that interaction more, gives us more traffic, but whatever.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And that's not to cut you off, but like you said, people give their suggestions to me and things like that, like from time to time, or ask how the pod is doing. You know what I mean? Get on there. Get on the IG, man. Get on the YouTube, right? Get on the Facebook, man. Holler at us, right? What Prime say? We ain't hard to find,
right? Yeah, that helps us in our algorithms. It helps us.
I don't give a fuck about the algorithm. I'm just talking about if you got a question, shit, don't ask me. I'm not the only one on this damn pod.
True indeed. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Because people like, hey, ask Dre, or throw this about her. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right. Well, if
I didn't heard it so many times. Well, why did Reggie say this? Hey. What the fuck? Jump into the man brain? I don't know shit. Because he wanted to. I don't fucking know.
That's all it takes. I got another email from somebody that want to be a guest, and I got to get around to checking these emails. And one of the emails said, hey, this is my last time email here. I was like, oh, okay. And I looked the motherfucking email like 4 times. I was like, well, damn. I mean, correct me like that, but whatever. We'll get to it. But thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Unapologetic Podcast. We definitely appreciate y'all. As always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. Y'all know who it is. It's your 2 favorite North Carolinians, Dre and Reg. We're out of here. We will get with y'all next week.
Sit Tar Heels.
Yeah.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.